you think it's lame to ride a bicycle to school, then you can go suck your blood clot. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My inner Jamaican was
Yeah, was it? What's up, y'all? Here's your boy Mac once again. A lot of people have been hitting me up on Instagram to react to this dude called the Sauce God. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and dive on in. Young God, the Son's God. We're gonna react to his one video called Getting Roasted in High School. I'm not the one to know what's going on in terms of high school, but you know how we get down at high school. You know what I'm saying? With the roasting session and shit. I know I for one was roasted. Good times. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Uriah for recommending me this vid. This is his Instagram right here. So you go ahead and follow him. Please, please. We need help. Let's dive on in.
Hey, bro, can I borrow your bicycle after school, dog? You think you can give a brother a ride, man? And of course, now people are just laughing, and I could feel the little social status that I had. What? Yo, what? Shut the fuck up. Goddamn, I'm trying to tell a story. All right. At the end of today's video, I'll be doing a very special giveaway, so stay tuned to the end to see how you can win. High school is the absolute pinnacle of bullshit, and it's so whack that you won't realize it until you get out of high school. While you're there, everything seems to matter, like a lot. In fact, nothing seems to matter more. But the truth is, absolutely nothing that anyone thinks of you, be it a teacher or a student, actually matters. When I was in high school, I was a low-key background character, definitely not considered for the most likely to become a famous slot in my school yearbook.
I mean,
I remember looking at the popular kids
like,
back in high school and thinking,
man. Look at that
they
head,
must
man.
have something that I don't. Like, they're going to continue to live exciting and eventful lives while I just continue to be a regular person. But that's not how shit turned out, man. I mean, y'all see what I'm doing. And as for those popular kids, I mean, most of them just live regular lives now. They have regular lives, have regular jobs, make regular money, do regular things. The narrative of who you are, who people say you are, who you think you are, doesn't have to mean anything. I didn't always know that, so like a lot of people, I allowed what other people thought of me to really affect me during high school. So what I want to do is tell you guys a story about an incident that happened during my junior year of high school, which was my first year of living here in America. A story about an incident that really embarrassed me. So as a lot of you know, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and in Jamaica, most high schools require that you wear a school uniform. I remember watching American TV and thinking, man, it's so cool that the kids get to wear their own clothes and have the freedom to express a bit of their personality by the way.
Put on this to classify.
I envied that. Well, after I moved to America at the age of 16, I got a chance to go through a couple years of the American high school experience. And I quickly learned that getting to wear your own clothes isn't all that it's cracked up to be. If you're poor. Now, the word poor is relative, right? Because by society's definition, my parents make good money. Like, I've never worried about if I'm am I gonna have lunch money or clothes to wear to school. I grew up needing for nothing. But compared to a lot of the kids I was going to school with, I was poor as fuck. Because when I moved from Jamaica to Florida, I lived with aunts and uncles who lived in upper middle class white communities. So a lot of these kids drove nice cars, they wore expensive streetwear brands, Nike, Diamond Supply, Obey, Polo, Hollister. They all had the latest iPhone, all of that.
Yo, that's really true, yo. I'm not gonna hold
my auntie's bicycle to school with my Metro piece of shit Android, rocking my Costco brand Midwest Farmer Blue denim jeans that were just always a little too baggy in all the wrong.
In my high school, we didn't even give a man. We just go in and wear whatever. In school. You know what I'm saying? Our uniform was like black.
I was okay with it. I had a grasp of the sacrifices my parents were making for me, and my things may not have been very high-end, but they were practical and good quality. Also, I had a basketball team and good friends, so I didn't allow the fact that I was one of the poor kids to ruin my high school experience. However, it was always in the back of my mind, something I was self-conscious of, because what you had and what you wore in high school had a huge impact on your social status. If you weren't a star athlete or just like ridiculously attractive, You better have a bag, boy, or at least the ability to
all
look
the girls
like
in my high school,
and
bro,
I had
swear to God they got money, man.
So there was always a very low glass ceiling on who I could be in high school.
Cause they was bad as hell.
PE was my favorite class, right? Obviously, everyone is just outside playing sports, having fun. It was one of the places where I could shine. I wasn't no LeBron James or nothing, but I was starting on my varsity basketball team, so I was more than good enough. But things would be different on the day of this story, because this day marked one of my most embarrassing experiences during high school. So, as most public schools require, we had a specific guideline for what you could wear during PE. You had to wear black athletic shorts, a solid gray t-shirt, and sneakers, and my PE coach constantly had a fucking stick up his ass. So, if your uniform deviated from the guidelines even slightly, he wouldn't let you play and you get marked as absent. Well, that day I had forgotten to wash my PE gear the night before.
Let me stop right there. I mean, don't get me wrong though. I mean, my high school, I mean, shoot, we had the same wear too. I had this one friend that always wear a suit to high school too. He knows who I'm talking about.
So I had nothing to wear on the day of class. I ended up asking my older cousin who lives with me if I could borrow some clothes. He dug around in his drawers for a bit and then he pulled out a pair of black shorts and a gray t-shirt. Cool. Fast forward to later that day, and I'm in the locker room getting changed. I pull out my PE gear and I start to undress. As I'm undressing, I look down at my PE gear and I noticed something that I didn't see before. On the leg of these shorts was the fattest USPA logo that I have ever seen in my life. My stomach was literally in my balls. For those of you who are unfamiliar with USPA, or USPA as it is unaffectionately called here in America.
Yo! Oh man, that just reminded me, yo. There was this one boy in my high school, yo, used to wear them joints all the time, bro. I was trying to avoid myself from roasting him, but you know, he knew exactly what he was wearing too. I mean, like, don't get me wrong though, it's still a certain form of polo, but it don't even matter to him. It's just polo.
Seen as a knockoff Polo Ralph Lauren brand.
It's a fake polo.
You buy when you want to wear clothes that look like Polo Ralph Lauren clothes, but you ain't got Polo Ralph Lauren money. If you wanted to tank your perceived status in high school in one day, just go to school fully USPA'd out. Guaranteed. And you want to know what sucks? USPA actually makes good quality clothes. Like, it's better than the you get in Walmart or Target. It's good quality clothes at a reasonable price, but that doesn't matter in American high school. If you wore USPA, you might as well walk around with a label marked broke as taped to your face. You'd be better off wearing some $7 thin cotton white t-shirt that you copped at the Goodwill. So there I was thinking, what do I do? Do I skip class and avoid being perceived as less than by my peers? Or do I put on the shorts and say f their opinions and go have fun playing some basketball? I looked in the mirror and I said to myself, Don, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you because of your clothes. You know who you are and what you're made of.
You know who he is too.
You love PE class. Don't let such superficial things dictate to you how you choose to live your life. So you put on those goddamn shorts and go have the time of your life.
Why?
So I put on my shorts, laced with my sneakers, and headed out to the basketball court. Huge mistake. I definitely should have just took the absent mark. So I get out to the courts, we warm up, and I start hooping. So I'm out there, you know, doing my thing, having a grand old time. And then I hear some dude yell, "Hey, yo, my nigga out here rocking the USPA, dog." I turn around, and there he was. Let's call him Jordan, one of the coolest in school. Light-skinned dude, wore all the right clothes, had tattoos, was known for...
I knew like 3 Jordans in high school.
Always had new sneakers on, drove to school athletic. The had it all, man. I look him in the face, and I was like, bro, come on, man, don't do this, man. There are only like a handful of black guys in our school. Don't betray a brother like this. But Jordan was a savage, man. Super cocky, took a lot of pride in the fact that he was able to afford nice things, so he proceeded to roast the fuck out of me. Yo, Don, you out here stunning on niggas, boy. Rocking the USPA.
Rocking the USPA.
Hey, man, how much are those shorts? I'm trying to be like you, dog. Oh, my god. Hey, I'm gonna get it. Hey, bro, can I borrow your bicycle after school, dog? You think you can give my brother a ride, man? And of course, now people are just laughing, and I could feel the little social status that I had. What? Yo, what? Shut the up. Goddamn, I'm trying to tell a story. All right. Yeah, so as I was saying, I could feel just the little social status that I had for just being a nice guy who played on the basketball team melt away. But that wasn't enough for Jordan, man. Nah, my man's then pulls out his brand new iPhone 5S.
5S, you better roast that motherfucker.
Don, show to the what you rockin', bro. Ooh, that boy killing the USPA game, boy. So I'm standing there and I'm thinking,
another form of UPS.
what do I do? I'm not gonna run away because I'm not a but I'm also not gonna swing at him either because he's with his crew and for sure they'd jump my ass. So instead, I just turned around, ignored him, and continued to play basketball. And of course, shortly after, he got bored and then went away to go be a douchebag somewhere else. And although on the outside I appeared unbothered by his taunts, on the inside, I was hurt, man, because now I thought that's what people were going to judge me based on. The fact that I was broke and couldn't afford to wear the Nike dry fit shorts, or that I rode a bicycle to school. Things that at the time were out of
saving
my
money,
control.
that's all that matters.
Needless to say, that was the last time that I ever made the mistake of wearing USPA or any brand similar to it to school. I also stopped riding my bicycle and chose to walk to school instead. That one I regret. Bicycles are fun, and if you think it's lame to ride a bicycle to school, then you can go suck your blood clot. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My inner Jamaican was
Yeah, was it?
But as I was saying, by ditching the bicycle and avoiding the USPAs of the world, I managed to get through the rest of high school without a similar incident happening again. But high school can be tough.
Man, calm down, brother.
What happened to me that day was cruel and uncalled for. I had never said a bad thing to or about Jordan, yet he saw it fit to try and tear me down in front of my peers for what appeared to be no reason. And if I was a different person, maybe it would have really hurt me. You know, like maybe I would have stopped going to PE, or I would have become obsessed with trying to buy the nicest things in an effort to elevate my sense of self-worth. But instead of letting that incident set a tone for the rest of my American high school experience, and you know, possibly further than that, it went down in history as no more than a shitty experience and a funny story. I was able to do that because although my parents didn't buy me a nice car or fancy clothes, they instilled in me a sense of self-worth that is based on the merit of my character and who I am as a human being. They didn't buy me designer clothes, but they taught me hard work, integrity, discipline, and most importantly, to treat others as you'd want yourself to be treated. And because they put those things first when raising me, I was able to turn myself into a person that can now afford anything I want. Meanwhile, I've heard that Jordan still lives at home, is still whipping the same car from high school, still working a 9-to-5, lifting heavy. And again, nothing is wrong with that. I was in a position not much different from that not too long ago. But there are many reasons why I'm here and he's still there, and why I'm sure the gap between our standards of living will continue to widen. A fact that I will share with you as the moral of today's story. There's nothing wrong with wanting or having nice things. Nice things can be a great tool for attracting certain things into your life. The materialistic things you have will never define who you are, but who you are will always define the limits of the things you can have.
I clapped that. I clapped that. That was good. That was good. Young Don, you've caught my attention, man. You caught my attention with that speech. I'm telling you, man, let this be a lesson for y'all, man. Because that's exactly how my high school was when I was in freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. Yes, I have been roasted for the things I wore. Yes, I have had roast sessions about the shit I had on my feet. But at the end of the day, man, it's what you can afford, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, no people can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know who I'm pointing at to, the one with the suit, always come in the gym in a suit and shit. Like, come on now. Anyway, that'll be all for today, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I know I did, man. And that's all that matters. Anyway, if y'all enjoyed this, please give this video a like, man. Share with your friends. Whatever y'all gotta do. Till then, Peace.